Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode of Science, Sweat, and Shit They Should Have Told You.
Today we are going to help you break up with bro science while we explore some of the top bro science beliefs that you probably believe.
Yeah. Bye-bye, bro.
Bye-bye, bro science.
All right, guys, the first one is one of my biggest pet peeves.
Oh my gosh.
I hate it. And that is that lifting heavy makes women bulky.
Can we please insert Dwight Schrute saying false? Cupcakes make women bulky.
Yes, AI can help us do that. Insert here.
Insert here.
Oh my God.
Because lifting weights does not make you bulky at all.
The amount of lifting of weights that you would have to do to get quote unquote bulky is insanity.
I think when women say this, or they have this belief, they're picturing bodybuilders who are lifting and eating in such a specific way to achieve the aesthetic that they want. And it makes everyone think if they touch a dumbbell heavier than 12 pounds, that's how they're going to look. And those women are working so freaking hard in the gym and in the kitchen. There's no way you and your casual 3-day-a-week training plan are going to look that way.
Also, if you're out there and you're like, but I do want to be bulky.
Yeah.
Props to you, man.
Yeah, I love it.
There's no judgment here. But the actual truth lies that in what really it comes down to is that you're going to tell me the next thing we're going to talk about, and then I'm going to be like, they're the same damn thing.
It's the same thing. Also, here's why you need to lift heavy. Okay?
Yes.
Unless you're lifting, like the heavy weight is going to be what stimulates muscle growth, especially when you hit perimenopause and your hormones are maybe declining. You need that heavier stimulus. You need a bigger stimulus to tell your body, hey, we need to adapt to this stimulus. Okay? Because your hormones aren't broadcasting the message as well as they used to. Also, you need to maintain your bone density, and you can't do that with your little baby pink dumbbells. You need heavier weights, and you need some impact training when your body's ready for that.
Yes. Now, in all of this, what we're trying to preserve, yes, bone density, yes, muscle. Why? Because muscle is our metabolic organ. As our hormones start to decrease, we need to hold on to what muscle we have or even gain more muscle to keep our metabolism firing at the level that we want so we don't bulk up in the wrong places.
Correct. And sometimes, say you're sitting at home and you're like, well, I started lifting and I did get bigger. You probably weren't eating appropriately.
Yes.
Because this is what I've seen. I feel like you've probably seen it too. They start lifting and they're not eating enough. Mm-hmm. And then that leads to binging on not great food. And so they do get a little fluffier or a little bulkier, but it's because they're not eating probably enough at the beginning of the day.
At the beginning of the day. That's the key. I'm like, and too much not good stuff at the end of the day.
It's always the nighttime.
Also, don't start a 4-week or 6-week program and in that window be like, oh my God, I'm getting bulky. Because what's happening is you're actually shaping the muscle underneath the fluff and you haven't had time to lose the fluff yet to really see the muscle. So that's when people are like, well, I really gain weight easily in my shoulders or my thighs. I'm like, okay. Okay.
That's fine.
It's water.
It's
the truth of it.
So then you think you're not going to lift heavy weights, so it makes you bulky. And every woman ever, and every marketing ever, and every pink gym ever that has
the Gaia dumbbells at Target.
Yes. That you think you're going to do lightweight and high rep because you want to tone up.
Because I want to tone up.
Yeah, I'm not going for bulk. I'm going for tone.
Or I love this one too. Long and lean muscles.
Long and lean, which you can physically, my bicep is this long, no matter what I do.
Yep.
I cannot physically lengthen
the muscle.
What God has given me.
No. I can stretch it, but I can't
You're not going to lengthen anything. And lifting all those little tiny weights until you get a burn going is not going to actually get you the result that you want. And again, if it comes back to you need a big stimulus to tell your body to adapt, your body's not going to adapt without that big stimulus, and the light weights are not going to give it to you.
No. Also, for so many women, what we hear is like time. Time is of the essence, right? Like They don't have a lot of time. They need time to work out. Doing massive sets of 20, whatever, takes so much longer than if we actually lift heavy.
We did some heavy ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't plan to talk about that.
No,
It just
I think
popped
that's
up.
great.
So,
next.
okay, this one I love. Also in perimenopause, it's just a rough one. But a lot of times women equate how sore they were to how good their workout was. So the more sore I am, the better the workout must have been. And it's actually just grinding you into the ground.
Yeah. And I would say men and women suffer from this belief that they think however sore they were, that means how good their workout is.
Or how sweaty.
But it kills women in perimenopause because we've talked about this in a lot of other podcasts, but real brief. What happens in our body with our hormones and our gut and stress can lead to a lot of inflammation. When we are really inflamed, any workout, a normal workout, can leave us feeling ridiculously sore. We have so many women that come to us and they're like, I can't work out because if I do one little thing, if I do the warm up,
for days.
I'm so sore for days. Like I'm hobbling down the stairs. Like that is obviously proof, an indicator that your amount of soreness does not equate like goodness of your workout, effectiveness of your workout.
Yep.
Soreness does not mean you got a good workout.
No. I threw sweatiness in here because the same thing applies to like the long death workout.
Oh yeah.
Where you're lying on the floor dying at the end does not equate to a good workout.
Or you're like, oh, I love the stair stepper because I'm just dripping with sweat or whatever. Like the amount of sweat you have doesn't mean you burned more fat. I feel like that was like a belief. Yep. I remember like,
thinking that
college,
for sure.
There was like something about the sweatier you got, the more you sweat, the more you were burning fat. Yeah. I don't know where that came from.
I feel like
complete falsehoods.
I don't know how the machines were designed, because that's where the direct correlation between calories on the screen that are burned and what you thought you actually burned, and there's no correlation there, you guys.
Yes.
Zero correlation.
And let's be real. Sometimes you could do an incredible workout as far as proven effectiveness. You lifted heavy, you did, say, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps of something heavy, and then you did some sprints. Like, you might not be sweating a lot. You might catch your breath really quickly and be ready to rock. And that was actually a way more effective workout.
With better
measuring your
burn.
Misery, is not a good indicator of, was your workout a good workout?
Absolutely not. But I know some of you right now are thinking about it.
Oh my gosh. We fight it all the time, especially I feel like in the gym when you see there's like back-to-back classes, or people do a fitness class and then they're like, oh, I'm going to go head out on a run now. Like,
yeah. Or I've had people literally be like, well, that class wasn't that hard, so I'm going to stay and do this other class. And I'm like, maybe it was designed to not be that hard today because you have no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
Or you didn't get heavy enough.
You didn't make it hard enough. Yeah, you didn't push intensity. Didn't lift heavy enough.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Last one
is, and you all already know this one is our biggest pet peeve, but eat less, move more.
I would say it's our pet peeve, but also it's the most damaging one.
It's also the one most of you believe still.
And we struggle
with it.
It's been so ingrained that if you eat less and you take in less calories and you burn more calories, you should lose weight. Because you're like, in theory, on paper, that makes sense. Of course it does.
Yes.
But it's not true.
No. You are not a simple math equation. If you were, you wouldn't be struggling with whatever you are today.
Your body has some innate wisdom that, like, your calories are coming down. And it's like, sure, we'll use some fat stores for a while. But then at some point, your muscle becomes too expensive to keep because your muscle requires a lot more fuel to hold on to than your fat stores do. So at some point, your body says, okay, we're not getting enough fuel in and we can't afford to keep this muscle anymore. And so it's going to use the muscle as a fuel instead of the fat, which is where you get women who are literally starving themselves fat because their body is using up all the muscle, keeping all the fat, or they're getting skinny fat.
Yep.
Or they're like, I train so hard and I count every freaking calorie I put in my mouth and
I'm gaining weight.
And I'm gaining weight. Or I look soft. I don't look like I've trained so hard.
Yep.
They're literally not eating enough.
So this is out of left field 100%.
Bring it on.
But so some of you right now I know are like, that's not true. That's not true because of kinetics or because of whatever. Here's how true it is. I went to a very elite Army school that calorie output was managed. Like, and what I mean by that is they forced us to eat a certain amount every day, and they managed our calorie output. We had to pee on a stick every single day to track our metabolic outputs, because at a certain point of chronic stress, your body will start, and that's what they were measuring. They were measuring how much muscle we were losing because of chronic stress. So if you think about this, now that is an isolated like 30-day thing that I did. But if you think about how many women are chronically undereating, chronically stressed out, training too hard, and nobody is there checking your metabolites coming out of your body, are you actually starving yourself into a worse situation?
Well, and you don't need the metabolites, the fancy test to know, because if you're eating what you think is right and you're working out in a way that should be getting results and you're not getting them,
it's a telltale sign.
Yeah.
It's a telltale sign.
And like, what is the definition of insanity? You keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result because the freaking bro science has brainwashed you like, oh, well, you must not be working hard enough. You must not be eating little enough. And so you double down and you start adding cardio workouts. So you start doing all of the freaking bro science stuff.
All the things we just listed, yeah.
Yeah. And then you still are getting worse results or no results. And so you think it's your problem.
Yeah. So our bodies are highly intelligent. They're trying. Like, they're desperately trying to get our attention and show us what we're doing wrong. And often we let bro science or logic or some outdated bullshit guide us on what is right for our body. And we're here to tell you, if you can learn how to listen to your body will guide you where you need to be.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's literally what we're here to help you do. That's what we are trying to bring to light. Whether it's perimenopausal symptoms or food sensitivity or how to work out in your perimenopausal body, all of it. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to sift through all this bullshit by yourself.
No, we made it super simple.
Yeah. We tried to. So if you are interested in learning more about this, make sure that you like, follow, subscribe. Stay tuned here. We'll be dropping knowledge bombs every week like we always do. But if you're like, man, I'm ready to actually learn a thing about this, hop over to Instagram, DM us Moonbody, and we'll send you all the info.
Yeah. Talk to you soon.
Bye.